The Missouri National Guard held its statewide tag match marksmanship competition at Camp Crowder in Neosho, Missouri this spring.
It is a competition where soldiers and air guardmen can come and compete against one another and test their marksmanship skills. It's a great opportunity for soldiers and airmen from around the state to come together and meet one another, develop relationships, and take what they've learned here back to their units and continue on the tradition.
Everything that you specialize in life, no matter what it is on the civilian side or on the military side, you have a special fraternity that you build, and marksmanship is no different.
Fire.
This is exciting because you see soldiers do what they love to do. The senior shooters here, just seeing their dedication to the younger soldiers.
Go, get your magazines and get ready.
Their knowledge and information is invaluable. Their skill level is invaluable. And having them here to pass that along to new soldiers, it just helps the new soldiers in their careers in the Missouri National Guard when it comes to marksmanship.
We wear the uniform for the people standing next to us. To be able to help each other get better at something they love to do is awesome.
By the time soldiers leave the state match, they have a confidence and a skill set that they can take back and train other soldiers at their unit. It makes them an important asset in the marksmanship program for their unit level.
Competitors are doing more than just shooting during the 4 days of competition. They are also working the pit, the behind-the-scenes area on the M16 range where targets are manually raised up and down for rapid-fire shooting.
The targets that are going up and down are on this pulley system. You need people down there manually lifting and pulling it down. While you're down there, you lift up the wooden bar to bring the target up and bring it down, and whenever it comes down, you either change out the target or you score the target.
They shoot, and you wait for them to get done shooting, you bring them back down. You got bullets flying over your head about 3 feet above your head.
Target, up. Down.
The competition was a challenge for shooters of all experience and skill levels.
It was more difficult. I mean, I was expecting it to be hard, but at some points it was more difficult than what I was expecting.
It was definitely tougher than I anticipated. It was a lot more physically demanding. I had it in my head I was going to come down, just move from range to range, just shooting. There was definitely a lot more involved physically and mentally as well.
The most challenging probably would have been the rifle, but when we did the 3-gun, that was probably my favorite. It was fun. We actually got to shoot different obstacles, not just targets. I did terrible on the rifle, but pretty decent on the pistol.
The 3-gun event involved teams of 4 guardsmen moving through a course that required them to shoot shotguns, M9 pistols, and M16 rifles. There were also some added challenges thrown at the teams along the way.
Casualty, casualty, casualty. As a team, as a team, as a team.
Some of the more difficult lessons in marksmanship include learning how to deal with changes in target distance and wind.
You can adjust the rear elevation knob, which is an elevation adjustment, or you can adjust the rear windage knob, which is a windage adjustment.
Once you're pushing out to 300 and then kneeling at 200, the wind played a lot bigger factor. Got down to where I was doing more Kentucky windage than I was actually using my windage knob. You're aiming dead center and your shot's a little to the right, go ahead and aim a little bit to the left and go ahead and shoot. There's no real equation to it.
Are you holding left?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Wind.
Most guys down here, they'll use Kentucky windage. You know, based on the wind and distance, how far to shift your sight on or off the target. I underestimated a little bit on that one.
Master Sergeant Benjamin Israel from the 139th Security Forces Squadron took first place in the competition. But regardless of how they placed, many of the soldiers and airmen look forward to the possibility of returning again next year.
If I get a chance to come back and compete again, I definitely will. This is a great time. You never really have a bad time coming out and shooting.
I really enjoyed the competition. Definitely recommend it to anybody that has the opportunity extended to them, and hopefully I'll be back next year.
This weekend was actually the first time I've ever handled a pistol or a shotgun, but it kind of made me want to go to a civilian shooting range and get some practice so I can come back next year and do a little bit better.
It was a fun experience. I learned a lot, had a lot of fun.
It's definitely very gratifying having soldiers who struggle with marksmanship and being able to instruct them, give them ways to help them improve their shooting, and then at the end of the day, they succeed in what they came here to do.